Yo, what's going on, guys? It's me, Jedi. Today, like the suit, well, guess what? We're gonna be talking about him. So, let's go. So, the birth of the modern suit. So, where did it all start? Of course, like many other great things, the Victorian era was responsible for it. In the 19th century, we basically narrowed it down to the three-piece suit, which basically consists of a suit jacket, a good pair of trousers, and a nice button-down shirt with a tie, of course. And you could also add like different types of vests. You could also dress it up, dress it down. You could wear it with a V-neck. You could wear it with anything. And just pulling off a suit was super popular back then because it really gave you that really like manly and masculine look, and it still does. All right, so the magic man is Beau Brummel. He is the guy who made suits. So back then they used to wear these like huge draping outfits to like court and funerals and stuff, and he just did not like that. So he decided to make a change, and he got us these super cool looking suits. So if we have anybody to thank for these amazing suits, it's got to be Beau Brummel. Number 3, we have vents. Did you even know that there's these things called vents in your suit jacket? Well, it's a thing in the sides, and it's like the cut that you have in the back where you have the fabric that just drapes over. And look at that picture and you'll get a really good idea. So that is actually there for a specific reason. And when you get it, you're supposed to cut the tags at the sides. A lot of you guys probably didn't know that. Well, now you do. You're welcome. And the main reason for all these like vents all over the place, it's not so when you run, you look super cool like James Bond. It's more for the fact that back in the older days, people used to ride on horses with suit jackets. And the best way to actually not make sure that your suit was in really good condition was to let your vents just drape over the horse. That way it doesn't get crumbled or it doesn't get crusty. So who popularized it? Well, let's be honest here. Most trends start with one person who rocks it and then everybody loves it, right? So who was this? Well, it was the guy who gave us Huck Finn, Tom Sawyer, and the handlebar mustache. None other than our very own Mark Twain. Mark Twain first rocked a full white linen suit, and he basically went public with it. Everybody saw it, they loved it, and after him, many other people rocked it, including the 2003 draft LeBron James. He looks pretty good in that too. So the suits have evolved a lot, but the guy who brought it all to the main stage was Mark Twain. So who's the best? The golden mile of tailoring, Savile Row. This place, you walk in there, they give you the perfect suit that you need, they tailor it amazing, and these guys are like the number one in most people's opinions in suits. And you basically walk in and you get that whole feeling that you're in the right place. And many people like Prince Charles, Winston, Muhammad Ali, the list goes on. Some of the biggest names have gotten all their suits altered there, and they know the perfect fit, and they take measurements that you can't even think of. Like they take your measurement from your belly button to your waist. They take your measurements from your forehead to kind of match the lapel and the ties and stuff like that. So they take it to the next level. So if you're ever looking for a perfect suit and you're willing to spend a little bit extra money, definitely investing in a good suit is probably the best for you. Number 6, casual Fridays in Japan. So most of us, the Friday rolls around and we're at work, we're at school, and we kind of just take a chill, just throw on a hoodie, throw on a cool polo, and just go at it to just finish the day. Not in Japan. In Japan on Fridays, pretty much everybody wears a suit, and they pretty much designed the whole one-piece suit. And the reason that they did that was because they used to have this thing called lycras, which were like this huge like long draping dress, again, which a lot of the women used to wear, so the men really wanted to stand out. So then suits really like brought out their shoulders and it made them have a nice look. So they decided to wear suits every Friday. Number 7 is just a really sad fact. I mean, come on, guys. 64% of all men do not own a single suit. Not one. This is super sad because as per a Vogue survey, 40% of all women really love it when a man wears a suit. And they think that he looks best when he wears a suit. So come on, guys, just go invest in a suit, man. One suit, and it'll just change your appearance. You'll have more confidence, and you'll just feel a lot better about yourself just because you're wearing that one suit. So, pocket squares. Back in the day, pocket squares weren't just like something cool that you just had on your front pocket just to make yourself look like you basically made the whole suit work just with that small square that you have there. Well, guess what? Back in the olden days, they used to actually have work for this. They used to have handkerchiefs, and pretty much all men used to carry it around, and that could be used for everything. Sneezing, blowing your nose, and all that other stuff. fixing yourself up, and they use that for everything, and they would just make a cool design and put it in your front pocket. Well, now we have tissues and we have a lot of other things that we can just use. So people have now resorted to basically making that a little bit more thinner, so it's a little less like heavyweight, and it doesn't like stand out on your chest a little bit more. And it's pretty much just like a little card that you just slide in, so you don't have to worry about folding it or anything. So now the pocket squares have pretty much taken a huge turn from what they used to be. So suite. Well, the suite is basically the old name for the suit. And the way that they used to say it was back in France, they used to say S-U-I-T-E, so they would pronounce it like that. And then the reason that they would do that is because in their language, it means following. Because back in the day, wearing a suit means you just basically follow the trend. So the whole word suit was just derived from that. We just dropped the E and we made it sound cooler. And we just said suit, and that just basically means following the trend of being popular. Number 10 is the person who basically perfected, or the people that basically perfected the suit were Croatia. And why? Because they created what some consider to be the most essential part of an entire suit, and that is the necktie. So Croatia basically started this whole like necktie fashion, and they started it all, and pretty much every man needs one. And there's so many different styles, and people say that there are over like 70,000 styles of ties that you could do. And I've seen some really cool ties where people do double ties, and they do like Prince knot. My favorite is the Prince knot. It looks super cool. You're definitely gonna see a picture of a Prince knot. But there are so many different things that you can do, including roses and people's faces, and people take the whole tie game to the next level. And we can thank all of that for Croatia. Alright guys, I hope today you learned a lesson. Make sure after you're watching this video, you actually go get yourself a nice suit and rock it. And if you already have a suit, make sure you are tailoring it and making it look perfect, because you don't want to look like the kind of guy who just tries too hard. Other than that, thank you so much for watching, guys. Make sure you guys
like the video, share the video, and subscribe.
Yeah, do that. And right there, Instagram, go follow me at Jedi.Solomon. And boom, right here, subscribe. Hit the big red and gold button. I'll see you next time. Bye.